This week on Rojik Outdoors, join Dad, Ben, and I as we archery hunt here in Pennsylvania for some whitetails. Stick with us, folks. It's going to be a fun show. Well, for this year in archery, I really hunted it hard. I mean, I hunted every day, early mornings mostly. I mean, I started out in the early season hunting evenings, and I was seeing deer, but nothing in range, and it was all does and little bucks. So I thought, well, we tried another property, started hunting that in the morning because that's a morning spot for us, and we started seeing a lot more deer and a lot more smaller bucks, and we were just waiting for the big ones. But yeah, we definitely hunted archery a lot harder this year, and we just tried to change it up a little bit and try to get a deer in archery. You know, November 4th rolled around last year. That's when Dad shot his buck, so we thought, get in the woods. That time of the rut will be kicking so we can get a buck. Well, we get in there, sure enough, here comes the buck down through the field. I tip the can, he looks, I tip it again, here he comes. Right down the edge of the field, gives me a perfect 20-yard shot. I drew back 20 yards. Arrow goes right over top of him. At that point, I'm feeling terrible. Reach around, mess around, get another arrow, and he's standing about 50 yards that time. I ranged him at about 50. And I pulled back, shot again, and it went right under him, and he took off down through the field. I felt terrible because we had watched that buck earlier in the season and got some footage of him. It was a nice 7-point, and I was out of arrows at that point, so I had to go down and get some. But yeah, I mean, that was pretty much disappointing for that day, so it was tough to see that if I was going to get another chance at a buck later in the season. Well, I missed that buck on Wednesday, November 4th. We hunted every day then that we possibly could in the mornings, saw some deer. Didn't get a nice shot at any other nice bucks. But then Monday, November 9th rolled around and things changed. I crawled up in the stand as normal, 6:30 rolled around. It was still dark out, foggy, and you'll see what happens.
Dad, are you there? Yes. Yes. Oh. I just got my first ever buck with a bow, folks. Right here, right in the first bend this morning. I just nailed him 15 yards. Praise the Lord. I think I saw him crash right up here. He did not go far. I made a heck of a shot right on him right here. Yes, I'm so excited. Oh, that was awesome. He came right in here. Oh.
I just got out of my stand and went and got the camera. I had shot a buck earlier this morning. He came in real close to me here. Gave me a real good shot. And well, I waited a while because Dad had turkeys in the back. He's trying to hunt turkeys. And I got down about 7:30. Came out and I started looking for blood right over here. If you come over here. Wanted to see if I had my arrow. And I was looking for blood. I didn't see any blood. So I thought, well, I knew where I last saw him. He was stumbling all through this field. So I figured, well, I'll just go get the camera. I'll come back. And I know where I last saw him, so I'll go there. Well, I started walking out across here. I mean, I shot him right about in here. Wasn't real far of a shot at all, 20 yards, if that. And I come up and I looked up through this clearing and I see him laying right. He's right up in the field. So let's go check him out.
Looks like we got ourselves a pretty decent one here. Not too bad for first deer with a bow. He's got a wee little brow tine here. He's got 3 on the top here and a pretty big Y. Not a bad buck though. Like I said, the first deer with a bow. Gave me a real good shot. And he went 70 yards maybe. But yeah, the arrow went right there. Put it right in. Probably double lunged him. That was awesome, folks. He just went crashing right up through the field. That was, oh man, what a buck. What a hunt.
Well, after many years, I finally got a deer with my bow. As for Dad and Ben, they gotta wait till rifle season here in Pennsylvania. But folks, I hope you enjoyed our show, and I hope you come back next week as Dad and I head to Illinois for some monster whitetails. So thanks again for watching, and hope to see you next week, right here on Rojik Outdoors. This week on Rojik Outdoors, Dad, Ben, and I head to... So we hope to see you back, and once again, have a great... I'm watching that.
Nice.